Hello everyone, welcome on back to Survival Challenge. Alright, so first things first, I just want to bring the canned peas, long planks, and wood beams to, I believe it was the farmer's market. Well, two of the products are best there, so it's just going to be sold there. Otherwise, yeah, we got two fields that need to be sprayed for weeds. Then what was the sugar beet field will be planted into something else. I'm kind of thinking I might just do like sorghum or something in there because we don't really have a use or a need for more sugar right now. So we might do something else in there in the meantime at least. But the big thing today is what the green bean harvest, which will take the majority of the time. So but yeah, we get this stuff sold. It should be a fairly good amount of money from what I could see. And then I'll probably get that one field planted because it's fairly small. It'll take like 3 strips and it'll be done. I wouldn't even think I would need to fill up seeds or fertilizer to do it. This should be nice and simple. Yep, right there should be good. Be 160, oh no, be 186,000, 186,500. I was just curious if the canned peas showed up in here. I thought it updated when you got products in here, but it really does not appear so. Yeah, I thought it updated, but I guess not. Then we'll head on back and we'll grab the JCB. Then we can grab the planter, we'll get the one field finished, and then we'll have to grab the versatile. And we'll get the 2 fields sprayed for weeds. Alright, let's get this picked up. And we can get, like I said, I'm thinking we'll just do sorghum in here. More likely be a couple of harvests in between doing sugar beets again, just kind of from what I'm seeing. Because we have way too much sugar, like I said, so I don't foresee us having a need. If I can look in here, still have 101,000 liters of sugar beets to go through. Would this tell us the total? We have 28,000 liters of sugar, and like that doesn't, take an effect that we already have almost 5,000 liters of chocolate, which is the main reason we have the sugar for. So yeah, we don't have that much use for that much sugar. And the sorghum will always kind of be nice to have a little extra because it will always either be needed for chickens, or worse comes to worse, you just sell it. It's not that big of a deal. And off we go. It's not too many strips in here to get this field planted. How many cows do we have? I'm just curious. It's a 42. Okay. Trying to think if it would be nice to have less or not. Because buffalo mozzarella is worth more than Charlotte just regular milk too, so it kind of is tempting to do more water buffalo. To be honest, outside of productions, I think it's probably more cost effective to do water buffalo, I would think, right? I mean, unless they eat more, I don't foresee there being a reason not to. Their milk is worth more, and you get less, quite a bit less, but I mean, I guess maybe if you figure in the volume, it's maybe fairly similar price-wise, maybe. That's like my only thought, maybe, is maybe once you figure in the volume, it's similar. But once you get a large enough farm, it's almost a beneficiary thing of having less products volume-wise. Having less pallets hanging around and stuff is almost a benefit. So there's kind of pros and cons to that. So in the right situation, I'm sure it's nice, but in a lot of cases, it's kind of a benefit. Obviously, when you're first starting out, it doesn't matter too much either way, but once you get going, it's kind of nice to have less pallets to worry about. We'll just get this last bit here finished, and then I'll grab the versatile. Like I said, we have 2 fields that have weeds that need to be sprayed. Didn't take too terribly long, I don't think, but we'll see for certain. Obviously, like I said, the green bean harvest will be the very time-consuming thing. I do have to look into a little bit. I think there was a mod I just saw to use your regular combine on like green beans and peas, I think it was. I don't know if is that realistic? Yeah, I'm not honestly sure. Granted, I am basically using a sugar beet harvester. So, I don't, I wouldn't say what I'm doing is probably the most realistic thing either. I mean, width-wise and everything, it's a little bit better than obviously using a header that's 15 meters or whatever it is, size-wise. I think we'd have enough herbicide. 900, that should be plenty. At least for spot and spray, it'll be plenty. Off we go. That should easily be plenty for both of these fields. So obviously, maybe I'll have to look into that, kind of see if it's something worth doing. I mean, it would make it quicker. That'd be the only thing, really. It would just be quicker. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world the way we're doing it. I mean, like this month, if I did it with my regular combine, would I get that much more done? Like, the only thing I would get extra done was I'd probably get the field planted. I'm not going to probably end up doing that today, I'm sure. That'd be like the only thing, so. Is that canola almost ready? I don't think that's next month. No. So yeah, it looks like next month might be a little bit of a down period. Although I know for a fact there's slurry to be sold, more likely. And unless I checked, obviously I can't use the sell everything. I'm guessing because I don't own the land there. Which I've been meaning to kind of test and see if I can just buy it and then it would work. Or, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just something I could try to see if that would allow me to sell the slurry there. Although I do know the sell everything can be kind of finicky on what point actually sells. Especially with, like, your liquid products. So I know that from Moss Valley. Whenever we sold water buffalo milk on there. You gotta get just the right point for it to actually pop up that little option for you to actually sell it. So maybe it's just kind of finicky. Otherwise, like I said, I'm sure I can place a separate sell point somewhere, or yeah. Is it the actual tanker itself? I would think you'd be able to sell with your spreader, right? Obviously, it's not meant to transport, but otherwise, I mean, you know, worst comes to worst, I can always kind of sell it via the dev controls. Well, I think I'll just go ahead and start time lapse. We'll get the spraying here finished out nice and quick. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
I don't understand what they want from me. They take my hands, washing them in dirty water. Try to find what's right in a distant place. So far away, the silence fills my heart with empty space. But now I'm sure of where I'll go from here. And tensions rise, they push me to divert my vision. But I will break the ceiling and the walls that kept me in for all this time. And all the reasons that I cannot find. Don't wait for me to fall under that pressure. Don't wait for me to give it up.
Alright, so we're just about done here with the spraying. Get this all put away, and like I said, obviously, yep, very little herbicide used, which is kind of expected. So it's the biggest pro of spot spray by a long shot, honestly. I mean, obviously you got the environmental score bonuses and stuff, which you make more money on. You can usually use less seeds and fertilizer and lime. Although you do still use quite a bit, and you know, if you're really not putting it on consistently and forgetting about it, then yeah, you can still use quite a bit. But generally speaking, if you do things how you probably should, it is not too bad. All right. Now I am assuming I have the. Yeah, that is the sugar beet header. Now, as far as I remember right, we didn't need the second trailer for this, so I'm just gonna have the semi one. I seem to remember it taking a while to fill up even the harvester. But we'll see. We'll see. Because the trailer. The semi-trailer fit almost 1.5 of harvester loads. Now see, I can put whatever I need in the harvester as well. I can fit, in total, I could do like 110,000 liters worth, something like that. We'll see if I need to. I guess I'll have to. Yeah, that is already unfolded. I'm going to turn that on because I need to turn around without damaging the canola. Yeah, as I get going here, you can probably kind of see why I said it does take a while to do, because yeah, this is just one strip of a fairly large field. It is not a quick process. I know what I kind of did last time was I went down the middle, then I did half of it, and I did the other half. Makes it seem like it's going by quicker. Makes it seem like the progress is at least decent. Really, the biggest thing is I need to make sure I do at least the outer edge, 3 times at the top, and really, just mainly the top is probably the most important part, and that's because of the canola. Might even want to do more on the top. If I'm having issues turning around, maybe I want to do more. Be something I'll just have to kind of monitor as I go. Yeah, 2,000 liters down, almost halfway around. So we'd average like what, 4,000 liters to go all the way around? 4,500 probably. Not too bad. Yeah, it would definitely take a little while to fill up. Like I said, yeah, it'll take a while. Yeah, I seem to remember it all going into that trailer. I don't seem to remember putting any into the tractor in a trailer. Although I seem to remember having it just in case, but I don't think I had to use it. Might be wrong, but if I need, I can just grab it in the middle. It's not gonna be the end of the day or end of the world if I don't right away. Yeah, obviously the most important part here is to make sure we do the outer edge first, especially on this, just because of, well, the one field being on the edge. Because once you kind of get the outer edge down, it's just kind of, it's a lot quicker because you're not going to do tighter turns all the time. You can kind of take the wider turns. Well, I think I'll probably just go ahead and start time lapse for this. This is going to take a while, like I said. This is always a fairly long one. So, yeah, I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Well, I will not work against the forces I trust. Have to stay above the rushing water. I will do my best to keep myself composed. It takes a lot not to overload. They can't tell me what is right for me. I just need peace of mind and my ability. But no one said that it would be this hard. You can't force it, but you'll play your part. So I will run until I reach the end, and who knows where I'll be. But all I know is that we'll start again. They'll wait for me to fall under that pressure. They'll wait for me to give it up. Well, I will not work against the forces I trust. Have to stay above the rushing I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will hold me to the shore. I've got my sights on a brand new beginning. A steady rhythm will to the shore.
Alright, so just like that, we are finally on the final strip for the green beans here. Then we get everything put into the preserved food factory. So you can go ahead and start making what is it, jarred green beans, I believe it is. I think it's canned peas, but I think it's jarred green beans. I believe that's the difference. There we go. It's 83% full for green beans. Not too bad. I'm kind of curious if this is going to go better than the peas, because I noticed something weird with the peas earlier today. It shows like 200 and it shows like a point in there and not like a flat number. It's, yeah. And then we have like 11,000 liters of peas in the greenhouse that hadn't moved over yet, which seems like a lot, so I'm not sure what's exactly going on there. It might honestly just be a visual thing. It not moving over might be fine now. That might have fixed itself too, but obviously when I looked earlier, it was a little bit ago compared to now. No, it's still 11,000 liters in here. They have not moved. Shows 7,000 in here. Are they moving to the other one? It's not an input, though. I'll set both of these to move, and then we'll see. This shows 7,000 liters as well. I'm not sure how or why it would be that like that. Then maybe it'll actually move to the correct spot. Yeah, then this shows something kind of weird too. I believe it's 247 liters. I don't think it's 247,000 liters. But it's like that though. Which I guess that would be about 2%. Maybe it is 247,000 liters. Oh, seems like we're not making many peas then. I don't know. It seems like we're almost having way too many peas, but we never made that many peas before. When we'd sell them, we'd have like 90,000 liters for the entire year. I really don't know what's going on there. But like I said, when we sold it, we'd get 90,000 out of the year at most. Honestly, that might be high. I think it was probably 50. So I think it fit in one trailer. So I don't know where it's all going to. And like the peas, I don't think should be going to any of these other productions. So, they should obviously be moving to here. But it also appears that it's not. So, yeah. Don't know what's going on there. But I'll have to kind of keep an eye on it, see if it moves over within the next month or something. I don't know. I thought it moved over top of hour. Well, we've been past that point a couple times now. So I don't know if it has issues moving over in the future. I might just have to have them spawn like they used to, and load them up and move them. Another weird thing is, well, this is, I think someone's left. No, it's going up. Okay. This hasn't changed. It stayed like that the entire time. Yeah, it does show there's 247,000 liters in there, yeah. That's 2%. So that is correct. It's showing the correct amount. But it doesn't seem like it ever leaves. I don't think the capacity is wrong. Because it hasn't really changed. From what I've seen, it hasn't gone up or gone down. But I don't know if we're just like getting free peas at this point. Because we have... Oh. Now this shows green beans in here. I don't know what exactly going on. It appears that it's showing up in here even for outgoing, and maybe that's causing it. Maybe that's why it looks weird. I don't know. We'll see. I set that stuff to automatically move, so in theory, it should just all go here. There's nowhere else for it to really go, so that seems like the only place. But we'll see. I'll obviously have to kind of keep an eye on it. I also have to keep an eye on that though. The slurry, which is, you can find it. It's 77,000 liters, so I will have to kind of figure something out. At least this month, I'll probably have to just give myself the money and then delete it out, and then I can actually go to the next month and see what's kind of going on there. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. It is what it is. There's been numerous little, bugs and stuff recently. It feels like, so it might just be a weird thing with the mods too. But I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. So, but yeah, that is everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.